Welcome to the Capitalist Death Parade with your hosts Joy Marie Mann and Josh Radio Hedge. It's a podcast where we discuss the dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. What is up, everybody?
Hello, party people.
It's Josh Radio Hedge.
And this is Joy Marie Mann, two of your hostesses with the mostesses.
We have all the sizz. Yes, we do.
And all the ises.
All the ises and the sizzes.
I've been going, through quite a bit personally, as some of you know. So I have not been nearly as up to date on the news as I typically am. But I did, contribute stories and such as well. But full transparency, some of what Josh shares tonight, I may be hearing for the first time. So that's kind of what I like about this show, though. We both pick different things and we educate each other as well, because we're always sharing things that each other has never seen, which is good because you don't want to be that predictable. And we also disagree a lot because I'm an asshole and he still has faith in people. So it's a good dichotomy.
Don't worry, you'll drain that out of me soon enough, I'm sure.
Yes.
Why don't you Yeeble bobble. Why don't you pop up the thing I just shared? We just wanted to mention, since it is Giving Tuesday and all that.
Well, yeah, but I can't put the link in here, so...
so you don't want to share? I thought you did, sorry.
Well, so let's put it this way. If you have me on Facebook or Twitter, you will see, I actually put this on eBay just so it's easier, because people can, I automatically get your address. You can send me a message what you want it inscribed for. This is the first time I've done this since I published my book a few months ago. So it's free shipping. It's $20 and I'll inscribe it. It'll be directly from me. Otherwise, it's $21 and it's from Barnes and Noble or Amazon and it's not signed. So yeah, if you click on my Facebook or Twitter, you'll see the post, and with that email, eBay link. And then I will get it out to you and inscribe it as you wish. But this is the most important thing I've ever done, hands down. Temujin is serving his 39th year in prison, even though he's proven innocent and was wrongfully convicted. This is his story, and the more people that know his story, the better. So I went to visit him in prison, and this shares some of that and all of the things. So it's so important that everyone read this, especially as a blind person. Writing this was not easy, but I knew it had to be done. So please order this, even give it as friends, as a gift, because education about injustice is, something, it's daunting. It's not a happy thing, but if you're going to give people presents, at least give them something that means something. Don't just go to a store and grab something and hope they like it. Give them something that could make a change and make a difference. And Temujin's story certainly could. So that's my pitch. So yes, please do so. And if you don't have access to the link or anything like that, you can always go to Amazon.com for Kindle or paperback, or Barnes and Noble as well.
And as I love to say, if you're super broke, you can always just go to your library. They take requests and they will order a book if you request it. So call your local library, guys. We're just trying to get the word out about a grave miscarriage of justice. So
yes.
Well, where do you want to start tonight? I think we should jump right into Pete. What do you think? Should we do it?
I think let's fucking jump right in. Like that, it's one of those things where you have to. It's either, you I'm good, Frank. I don't need him. I said I might bring Mr. Furley on, so he's kind of walking back and forth. Um, so it's one of those things where you literally have to jump in. Like you can't just put one toe in and stuff. Just fucking rip the band-aid off. Let's go. what
Let's
what
do it.
clusterfuck do we have this week?
Yep, grip
This
it and rip it.
moment.
So, as y'all might know, it came to light since we've got admissions from both Pete Hegseth, verified by Pam Bondi, that they did indeed double tap the ship, including, unaliving survivors, which is 1000% a war crime, but whatever. Let's hear some of the details here. We got a few different pieces here.
We have some news right now. Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump are ramping up efforts to blame a senior admiral, Admiral Bradley, for the possible war crimes in the Southern Caribbean. And if I'm Admiral Bradley, I'm getting a lawyer ASAP. During today's cabinet meeting, Donald Trump completely threw the onus on Pete Hegseth, saying he knew nothing about it. The commander-in-chief knew nothing about the strike. Interesting. Then Pete Hegseth said, well, I wasn't even there for the second strike. I was there for the first strike, didn't see anyone alive due to the, quote, fog of war, and then left to handle other duties. Then he was like, well, you know what? We stand by Admiral Bradley fully, and that he had full authority to conduct that second strike. But they haven't released the video of the second strike. They've only released the first strike video. And something that's even more interesting is that in another boat strike, 2 survivors were released back to their home countries. They weren't killed, but they were killed here. If I'm Admiral Bradley, they are throwing me under the bus right now, and it's time to lawyer up. Spread the word.
Yep. Oh my
Well, I
God.
did not see that coming. You get it?
Yeah, Nazi.
You get it?
Oh.
You got it? You got it?
It's just,
if the tattoo fits.
It's funny. I have that up here too. Him and his goofy fuck tattoos somewhere in this mess. Well, I thought
And he's
I did.
like, I'm totally a calendar boy. Look how sexy I am with this Nazi tattoo.
Well, it's so funny. A friend of mine was talking about Pete Hegseth, and I'm like, I can't believe you're calling Pete Hegseth a white nationalist just because he has multiple white nationalist tattoos.
Yeah.
That's unfair. That's an assumption,
That's
man.
true. That's valid.
Oh my God, it's too good. So let me show you. In the midst of all of this hubbub, when everybody's getting all upset because, he did a war crime, here's what Pete Hegseth literally shared on Twitter here. He shared, for your Christmas wish list, an AI done up classic Franklin story. Franklin targets narco terrorists.
What?
Yeah, he did that. He definitely did that. And I thought I'd pulled it up, but I didn't. But I guess the creators of Franklin are very miffed about the use of their intellectual property being used to make fun of war crimes. So, but yeah, they've written a statement about how they're very disappointed in the use of their IP in this horrible way. So he did that.
I mean, in fairness, it isn't as weird as Netanyahu sharing the Epstein article last week about his connections to Israel. That's peak weird.
Super
peak weird.
Super weird. Well, in response to the Franklin one, I threw one together too. I got Franklin goes to The Hague.
I like this one better. Happy ending.
Oh man. Anyways, I just that cracked me up so hard when I saw that. I was like, I can't believe this motherfucker thinks he can use children's books to like whitewash literal war crimes. Like, this is insane. So anyway, let's see what else we got. Oh, we've got the two of them taking a little press conference, Pete and Trump.
We're proud to do it. So you didn't see any survivors, to be clear, after that first strike? I did not personally see survivors, but I stand, because the thing was on fire. It was exploded in fire and smoke. You can't see anything. You got digital. This is called the fog of war. This is what you in the press don't understand. You sit in your air-conditioned offices or up on Capitol Hill and you nitpick and you plant fake stories in the Washington Post about kill everybody, phrases on anonymous sources, not based in anything, not based in any truth at all. And then you want to throw out really irresponsible terms about American heroes, about the judgment that they made. I wrote a whole book on this topic because of what politicians and the press does to warfighters.
Well, you know what? Forget my book. Buy his. I bet you.
Yeah, right.
The drama.
There's nothing better than when you're in the midst of being skewered for war crimes to really push that books, get them book sales up. God, these people just have no like morality base. They don't have any baseline morals. Damn. All right. So to connect to this, and this is a bit of a stretch perhaps, but what I'm going to get at something now. I found this insane video on Thanksgiving. And what it was a couple of kids had like a Thanksgiving Zoom with their parents, and their parents are MAGA. They're obviously not. The kids are in LA. The parents are in Oklahoma. So they recorded this, and the response of these parents, because they're just trying to find out what is your red line on Trump. Wait, I just want you to see this because this is kind of what I'm getting at, where my concern is. You'd think who's going to follow Pete Hegseth or any of these dumbasses into the worst crimes imaginable. But wait till you see these parents and how they react to their own kids' questions on Trump.
In any other country, if he would go on the TV and spout that shit off, he would be executed.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
He's a traitor.
Should members of military follow unlawful orders?
Yes.
What?
They should follow any order that the president gives.
That's
and the
correct.
government gives.
That's wrong.
Even if it breaks laws?
It will endanger other people if you don't follow orders.
What if President Trump orders a squad of army guys to walk down the street killing anyone they see? They should do it?
Yes.
Mom?
Yes.
What?
I don't even understand. Like, how can you come to that conclusion?
Sounds to me like you lefties are now beginning to fear the fact that the military is going to get involved and your asses are grass.
No, it's because you're in a cult.
What if Donald Trump says, I want you to carpet bomb Oklahoma City, kill everyone? You think the Air Force should carry that out?
Yes.
There might be a reason. We don't know.
This is insane.
You cannot be this stupid. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my. This podcast was going well until that.
You just said it's cool. We levels Oklahoma. You're like, yeah, it. There must be a reason. Like, you literally can't be that dumb.
You know what the problem is? Mom and I don't believe he'll ever blow up Oklahoma because we're on his side and so's the whole state.
No, it's because you're in a cult.
You guys are worried and afraid because you live in a state where it might happen.
Okay, let's theoretically say that does happen. Let's say Trump sends in the Marines to Los Angeles, California, and let's say I'm out going to see a movie on a weekend, and he says,
And
go
you
into
better
that
get your
shopping
butt
mall.
under a truck.
Quiet piggy. He says, go into that shopping mall and kill everyone you see. And let's say I get gunned down by the Marines for just being at a mall.
Okay, number one,
All for
let's just take
Okay,
it one
Dad,
step
wait a minute,
further.
Mom, wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Dad,
wait,
just
wait.
hang on, Mom. Dad, you just said you are for Donald Trump murdering me for no reason, and you would support that.
If he walks into a mall to people with military,
There has to be a reason.
there's a reason. And I'm all for it. And the people in Los Angeles, California are as deserving of execution as the assholes in New York City. You're all communists.
That's Thanksgiving talk.
Wow.
Now, here's why I shared that. Because right now I'm seeing all this Pete Hegseth stuff. And again, I to me, my brain says, oh, there's no way that enough people are going to go along with this. There's no way. No one can support just like abject horrors like this. There's got to be a red line, right? And then you see two kids on Thanksgiving trying to talk to their parents, well, what is your red line? And they're like, no, they can unalive me. They can unalive you. They can unalive everybody in our whole city, and we're cool with it. Like, honest to God, I don't know what that means. Like, to me, that's what genuinely gives me a little bit of fear, because it's like, now I think, oh shit, maybe people are dumb enough to go along with this, because those people are ready to fucking like join the fucking the Hitler Youth or the Trumpler Youth or whatever military thing they want to join. You know, they're ready. Like, they're there. If Trump was like, hey, y'all, could you get some machetes and go hack up your neighbors for me, please? Those guys are like, mm-hmm.
But then what's his nuts on MSNBC, Chris Matthews was like, if Bernie Sanders is elected, people are going to pew pew all around Central Park.
He said worse than that.
Yeah. You know what? I forgot to add it to the stories tonight.
Yeah.
I put in our text, there's a video of when kids pretend they support Palestine to their Israeli parents. It's comparable to this, to see their reaction.
All right, it's buried in here somewhere. So you got to.
I think I just put it in a couple days ago.
All right. Well, keep talking while I look for it, because I didn't have it, so I wasn't prepared for it.
I think the most atrocious thing is not just that they're like they were trying to humanize the situation and stuff and saying, Mom, Dad, what if it were me? And they're still like, well, there's a reason.
Yeah, like, God, that's so twisted. How would anyone want to go along with like I would understand if you were like, oh yeah, it's just some random people that don't look like me on the other side of the globe. But when somebody's like, what do you say if they literally unalived me and everyone in an entire mall? Like, you'd be okay. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I mean,
here's the thing. I always complain about selective outrage. So that's not selective outrage. So yay for that. I don't know. But I mean, first of all, their parents must not be online, because they have to know that people are going to hunt them down. Like,
for saying seriously? All that insane shit.
Yes. Yeah. Like, they just got famous. Like, they literally got famous.
Oh, no doubt.
No fucking way. Like,
I did find that video. Do you want me to put that one up, the one you sent me?
Please.
All right. We'll do this as a comparison here on the other side of evil.
That teenagers in Israel are doing, where they're calling their parents and they are saying that they want to start raising money for hungry children in Gaza, for displaced families, and they're doing it to record their parents' reactions, because they know their parents are going to mock them and laugh at them, and it's this big joke.
For them, it's a joke.
שלום, מדברת שילת, אני מעמותת יד לתורם. אני רוצה לדעת אם את מעוניינת לתרום לילדים עזתים מהרצועה. לילדים עזתים מהרצועה שחייבים את הכסף הזה בשביל המחיה שלהם, אין להם אוכל. לילדים עזתים שחייבים...
I think this is one of the saddest videos I have seen in a long time. They do not think Palestinian children, Palestinian families are human. They do not see them as human. And it is funny to imagine reaching out and helping them like they are a fellow human.
Yeah. Damn. I don't understand that kind of mentality where, like, you not only do you not give a fuck about the plight of Palestinians or even like little starving kids, but that you would think that it would be great fodder for a prank so you can make internet content.
Mhm.
Like, there's so many steps removed from one's humanity to get to that. Fuck.
And that's the thing, you know, that I still have not become desensitized to, is that
Yeah.
Israelis as a whole have no shame. They put everything online. Everything. They're like, here is us literally babies. Here
Yeah.
is us SA adults. Here is us babies. Here is I mean, they will put anything and everything online. It's
Yeah.
not bad enough they do it. They quite literally brag about it.
Yeah.
And then leave the receipts up there. They're like, here's some tangibles. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I did that. I mean,
Well, I saw a clip from that stupid little media thing that Hillary and all the other demons were doing for Israel. And in it, Hillary was talking about how, oh, it's all these fake videos is what turned all the youth against us, you know, and against Israel. And it's like, fake videos, bitch. The IDF posted that shit themselves. It's not fake.
like, okay, fucking, what's his name? Oh, what's the guy on MSM who was like, kids scrolling, they're like, Gaza, 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 Diddy, Gaza, Gaza, Gaza.
God, who was that? It wasn't Piers Morgan. It was somebody else. I forget who it was.
No.
Piers actually made a good pivot at some point, which amazes me still.
He's waffling.
Well, he's still a dick, but at least he's on the side of some human rights finally, and, like, you know, speaking from the other
he's
side instead of
waffling.
just agreeing.
What the hell's his name? Not Don Lemon.
Oh man, I forgot already. See, this is why you don't smoke pot, kids. I don't even know if you do, but I should
I'm
fucking
just
do.
freaking old, and
Well, you have no good excuses then.
Info.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's friends with Hillary.
I remember the video. I just can't remember now. I forgot. Yeah.
I can see him in my head.
Yeah. Let's
anyway.
We'll jump to the next topic because I don't even know what the next topic's on. I didn't even look. I just saved them all for you here. Oh, the National Guard thing. All right, let's do it. You ready? We'll do it.
2 National Guard members were shot today, November 26, 2025, in what they're calling an ambush-style attack.
Oh, by the way, one of our viewers said Van Jones. It was Van Jones.
Yes! Jesus! Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Our brains were racking. It was nuts. Appreciate that. Was Dat Op Dog 1. Thank you.
2 National Guard members were shot today, November 26, 2025, in what they're calling an ambush-style attack just blocks from the White House in Washington, D.C. The suspect, they tell us, is a 29-year-old Afghan national named Ramanullah Lakhanwal. Police are saying he was a quote-unquote lone gunman who ambushed the National Guard. Now, here is where things get weird. Just a few minutes ago, I went on Google Trends to do a little research, and it looks like on November 20th, 2025, which is 6 days prior to the attack, there was a very small but noticeable spike in searches for one Ramanullah Lakhanwal originating from the DC area. I then zoomed in to see what the search activity was for just this past day, and would you look at that? A massive spike in searches for Lakhanwal in the wee hours of November 26, 2025, the day of the attack. A spike that dwarfs the number of searches for Lakhanwal even after news of the shooting broke later that afternoon. This is all very strange, right? Why would people have been searching for Lakhanwal's name a week prior to the attack? Not only that, a massive spike in the wee hours of the morning, the day of the attack. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, the other bit of context that I'll add is that on November 20th, 2025, which is the same day Lakhanwal's name shows up for the first time in Google searches, a judge ordered an end to Trump's troop deployment in DC, calling it unlawful. Now, could all this somehow be related? You let me know.
Interesting. Yeah, my only thing that my cynical brain piped up with was, is there a possibility there's another person with the same name? I mean,
That
it's a pretty
is
weird name, but
it. Okay, so I kind of considered that, but it's a really big coincidence.
it is. It's pretty weird. When I heard of that a few days ago too, and I was like, what? So
Yeah, I mean, I gotta ask James to come back on the show because he's great. So thank you, James, for your info yet again.
yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying
I appreciate some of his perspective, and I really dig that he's really good at just deep diving on these topics. So credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. All right, I got another one. I think you sent me another James Lee.
Yeah, this is his update.
Update.
There is a massive spike in searches for Lochinwall in the wee hours of the morning of November 26th. Once again, that is the day of the attack. A spike, I might add, that completely dwarfs even the number of searches after the news of the shooting broke later that afternoon. Here's a screen recording that I took just to make sure the evidence is preserved, which, by the way, has already been wiped by Google. Of course, the question still remains, why would there have been people searching for this guy's name a week prior to the attack, and then another massive spike in the early morning hours the day of the attack? That strikes me as very strange. Another very strange data point, 4 days prior, someone, probably multiple, most likely, in the state of Israel was searching for the name Sarah Beckstrom, the National Guard soldier who tragically lost her life during the November 26th attack in D.C. What is that all about? Well, it has since been uncovered that the alleged shooter, Ramanullah Lochinwall, was, in fact, a former CIA.
Yeah. I was reading into that a little bit. It's really weird stuff. He was hired. Basically, he was employed by the CIA and trained by the CIA as like a child mercenary at 15. So, the thing that I see here, I don't see like, oh, the dangers of Islam. I see, oh, the dangers of empirical blowback. But that's just what I'm seeing here. I don't know. Maybe shouldn't be teaching children to be paid killers. I don't know, just a thought.
But
maybe
CIA at 15, his parents were cool with that, or
I mean, more than likely not, but it didn't matter because, I'm sure they found him on the down low and were able to lure him away and get him to, work for. The whole thing just grosses me out to no end because, again, I think this just kind of goes and connects even to the Jeffrey nonsense because it shows yet again our government is willing to use children, literal children, in war or in sex things, all so that they can, just have that much more power and advantage. And it's just horrific.
But that just shows the hubris because you have a bajillion people in the world, but you're going to do these things with CIA people? There's this thing, okay, and it's called the internet. And, people are good at it and they can look stuff up. And when something happens, I give it a day max before people are starting to unravel things and starting to see things that may be coincidences that are maybe weird. To me, I would never think to look at, Google searches and stuff makes sense. All of us are different in what we're good at, how we look into things, etc. But, with the interwebs, the amount of hubris that they still keep going and still expect us to be so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Whether regardless of whether anything happened, regardless, it doesn't matter. The point is never stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Always ask questions.
Yep. Always stand up to authority, especially when that authority is being abused.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. It's that or you get the boot. And I don't want the boot personally.
No gods, no masters. Hell no.
All right, let's jump to another topic. So we've got a Kamala video here. I'm already shaking at the thought of it. I hope that this is a personal thing because I'm the nice guy on the show. I'm really hoping that Kamala gets into a 12-step program and gets her drinking under control. I really do feel bad for her at this point.
I can't say that it's fully drinking. I think there's some pill things going.
Ooh, maybe it's like a both. She faces it.
That sounds like way more than alcohol, but it's something. Whatever.
This is a request to the Democratic Party. So you see how like Trump is like really, really good at being charismatic. Y'all should find one of those for the Democrats, not mushmouth Linda over here. That's not inspiring.
It was a debate. It was a debate. I'm speaking. Okay. It was a debate. Right.
I could see at one point Kamala could be like, "Wait a minute, who put pills in my drink? Who put these pills in my? Oh, I did.
Oh, that wasn't me. I forgot I did that.
All right, will you share the thing that I threw to you? We'll watch Kamala in her own slurred words.
It was not a debate.
I really believe we ought to lower the voting age to 16. Anybody who is 16 right now, they are so aware of how this is not working out for them. And think about the influence they would have if they had an ability, if people who are running for office knew they had to respond to the needs of someone who is 16. What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid. That is why we put them in dormitories and they have a resident assistant. They make really bad decisions.
Nice comparison.
They're really aware. Here's the thing, Miss Kamala. Here's the funny thing about this. Yeah, a lot of 16-year-olds are aware of what's going on and they fucking hate you. So yeah, bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. Because ever since Bernie, remember these high school kids, they fucking loved Bernie. He got them thinking about Medicare for all and, climate change and all this shit. And it seems like as the years go on, every time I go to Palestine actions, there are teenage kids there. So if you really want 16 and up to vote, bring it because it won't be for your ass.
That you're right on that. Like, I think that I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, I mean, it creates other issues where it's like, what is an adult? What isn't an adult? Should non-adults be allowed to vote? I mean, you've seen the Republican Party at this point. They'd be like, or Dershowitz for that matter. It's like, well, I think that the age of consent should be dropped to the age of voting now. Thanks for dropping it to 16, guys. Like that's literally what they'll do. So I don't know. I'm trying to avoid Dershowitz grabbing kids.
You can drive a car, and that's
right.
Very powerful, So, but I mean, I don't know. I've never really been for it. I'm for against it. No, I'm really like kind of ambivalent, to be quite honest. I think it could work for leftists. I think it could give maybe something like Greens more votes or something like that, because also these 16-year-olds haven't been poisoned yet. They don't have PTSD yet. They don't have Stockholm syndrome yet.
Yeah.
They haven't been in the Democrat Party and had to leave because of being disgusted. They're coming in brand spanking new. And if they come in and haven't, been force fed, this is going to happen, you're going to have to deal with this, blah, 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 and they start fresh, they may look at things by reality and say, you know what? It is my vote. And I do have the right to vote for whoever the fuck I want. I'm not going to be bullied. I'm going to do what I want. And this is who I want to vote for. So it could be just, like pop in the voting cherry,
Mm-hmm. That's poor choice of terminology since we were just talking about Dershowitz, but
Dershowitz, ew.
Again, any other phrase would have worked there. Let's just
Thanks for reminding me, okay? I was thinking about shirts that say like pop your voting cherry and like how that'd be really cute and no, just kidding.
Just a reminder to our viewers here. Last week we were talking about how Dershowitz posted a editorial calling for the lowering of the age of consent. So yeah,
it's so shocking though because he's Israel's lawyer. He's Jeffrey's lawyer. I mean, it's very, very, very shocking that he would say such a thing. The brilliance of these PEDOs is that they hide in plain sight. I mean, they're like, yeah, here's an article about it. Now what? Like they are blatantly saying the quiet part out loud and they're still roaming free. And being asked to comment on MSNBC. So there's that for you.
I actually saw, this was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, like during one of the big Epstein releases, somebody on Truth Social, because it's an absolute shit show there, by the way, avoid it if you can. But
I've never been on it, thankfully.
Oh, it's awful. It's 90% bots.
Like enough for me. I can't even handle that half the time.
So it's like 90% bots, 8% diehard cultists, and then like 2% haters. And it's really interesting, but it's also horrifying. And I don't know. I just I'd advise everyone against it if you could avoid it. Well, do you want to jump to the next one? I think we've got a whole different topic here about some sort of event, ArabCon. Or at least that's what was in it in the background. It says Jewish author Sim Kern on Zionism.
Oh, yes. I forget this person's name. I feel like it's Sarah something, but I could be wrong. But she was a professor in Jewish studies, and just absolutely brilliant, has been writing about Palestine for years and years and years. Just incredible videos, incredible takes. So I wanted to share their new clip.
I sent that to you if you'll pop it up for me.
Jews in the United States are incredibly ignorant about our history in Europe because Zionists like to glorify an ancient biblical history in Palestine that we actually don't have a lot of archaeological evidence for these things that happen. And we have no archaeological evidence for a lot of things that happened in the Torah, like the Exodus, like slavery in Egypt, like the Exodus, and like any kind of mass migration out of Palestine into Europe. There's no archaeological record that European Jews actually came from Palestine. What we do have is millennia of history within Europe, but the Zionist narrative skips from the ancient Jews in Palestine to the Holocaust. And we're completely severed from our deep cultural ties to Europe, the continent that we're actually from. And so US Jews are incredible, even people who've been in the Jewish community all their lives, who are Jewish educators, are incredibly ignorant about basics of our own history in Europe, because that doesn't serve a Zionist narrative. So that history of been silenced. We're ignorant of the many, many celebrated Jewish authors who were anti-Zionists in the late 19th and early 20th century. People like Karl Kraus and Lucian Wolff. These should be really well-known, celebrated Jewish authors. They were in their time, but because they don't serve Zionist narrative, they were always fiercely anti-Zionist artists and culture workers. They've been dropped from the canon of Jewish literature. They've been dropped into obscurity because the people funding Jewish cultural institutions are all Zionists, and the money's all coming from Israel. And so I can understand how so many educators, right? I mean, probably the vast majority of US K-12 history teachers just conflate Zionism with Judaism completely. And so not only are they neglecting to teach the factually true narrative of the creation of Israel,
yeah.
Does it say their name?
It says Jewish author Sim Kern.
Okay, yeah, I was way off. But yeah, definitely follow them on Instagram. One of my favorites, for sure.
No, very good. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, Christopher Hitchens. Oh, I miss him. I read one of his books when I was in high school or college.
Zionism, the idea of building a state of Jewish farmers on Arab land in the Middle East, is a stupid idea to begin with. I've always thought so. My mother wanted to go and be a Zionist immigrant at one point. I tried to talk her out of it. It's been a thing in my family. I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a messianic idea. I think it's a superstitious idea. I've always thought it's a silly, messianic, superstitious nationalist idea, and it's a waste of Judaism. And it guaranteed a quarrel with the Arabs because it meant we're going to take away from you what's most precious, your land. But it should be a matter of principle. If Jews born in Brooklyn have a right to a state in Palestine, then Palestinians born in Jerusalem have a right to a state in Palestine. Anyone who doesn't agree with that principle, I think, is suspect.
I think most people do.
But why, in that case, do we have the one and not the other?
Boom.
Zionism.
So well put.
Talking about it before so many others did.
Yeah, that video was from like early 2000s, and that's crazy because you saw the reporters like, oh, most people feel that way, and it's like, oh yeah, is that why it's completely the opposite in reality?
Yeah,
It's like it's insane.
On Facebook, you know how they show you your memories? Well, the
Yeah.
other day I had a memory of me holding a Palestinian flag, and it was 4 years old. And it made me think, and I was like thinking, I was trying to think, were there any other people I knew who were holding a Palestine flag or shirt or something back then? And I thought of a few people on Twitter, but I couldn't think of anybody on Facebook that I knew that was speaking out about Palestine. And this in no way is like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying it for that. But I'm just saying, when you look at the fact that I didn't know anyone else on Facebook talking about Palestine, and now it's a shame it took this, but a year and a half after that, when I didn't know anyone else, thousands upon thousands and it grows and grows and grows. Unfortunately, it took the worst thing possible to spread the knowledge to people, but this is something during our lifetime that nobody will ever be the same, ever.
Yeah. I know I personally and again, I think I talked about this on a show, but I had a day where I was just so saturated with the horrors that I had been seeing from Gaza that I had what I could only describe as like a PTSD moment in a grocery store. And like I was literally crying in a grocery store. I've never experienced anything like it, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just a guy, a white dude in Oregon in a freaking Walmart. Like, I'm lucky. I have like no skin in this game, you know? Like, and here I'm having a PTSD moment.
It's really fucking hard, like really hard. I saw a video a few months ago and it has always stayed with me. It was a psychologist who was talking about how we have PTSD by proxy.
Yeah.
And I never thought of it before that video, but he's so fucking right. You can't, unless you're a complete, psychopath, which many are, you cannot even look at one of those videos and not be affected. And we're looking at nonstop live streaming of the most horrific, disgusting, heartbreaking things we have ever seen.
Yeah.
The most depraved, crazy, disgusting horror movie cannot even come close. And we are witnessing this every single day. And there is no way that this does not play a fact on our minds. When I went to my doctor to get like medication refills, and she's like, how's your mental health and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it's like non-existent. Like, what do you mean? How is it? I haven't seen it in years. What are you talking about? And, she's like, well, what's going on? And I'm like, well, my mom's in hospice and stuff. And then, but I was like, honestly, one of the things aside from personal problems, one of the things that consumes my mind most of the day is thinking about the people in Palestine. And she goes, I hear that so much. And I was just like, wow. Like, people are literally telling their doctor that it is affecting their mental health.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in my lifetime. Granted, I was still, kind of young when certain other wars happened and things like that. And we didn't have the interwebs and stuff, but I've never seen people so affected as they are now.
Yeah. I really do feel that it was like a 1-2 punch between COVID and then Gaza. It just feels like we've had our mental health just completely just pulled off. And it's hard, I think it was the shutdown, and then add on to that this horrific genocide. And I think it broke a lot of people mentally. Like, I don't think, my theory is no one got out. Nobody got out unscathed, just a little. Everybody got fucked up by this. And it's unfortunate. Yeah.
You want to read some of the comments?
Yeah, we had a few here. Let's see. Miguel was loving your phrase, "forgainst it."
That's actually a Hillary meme.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. Because she was like flip-flop queen.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, I'm forgainst everything Bernie says.
Street Cat Munchies says, I stopped in my tracks. Hitchens. And it's like, yep. Same. Yep. And then Street Cat also said, it's all movies and news. Yep. That's what it feels like. Well, you want to jump to the next one here? We got a little bit more in this topic here.
Okay.
What is the real reason, in your understanding, why Donald Trump bombed and attempted to destroy a lawful, inspected, approved uranium enrichment program in a sovereign country?
Well, because Benjamin Netanyahu told him to. So the president followed his orders.
Is the United States subordinate to the demands, commands, and purported needs of Israel?
Yes. It's now unambiguous. There was a small question mark before, but now it's absolutely clear. This was not in America's interest. We were actually in the process of negotiating a settlement. There was supposed to be the 6th round of negotiations, but Israel said, no, you do it our way. And the president of the United States said, yes, sir.
When Director of National Intelligence Gabbard said under oath before Congress back in March, not her personal opinion, but her professional reading of the consensus of the intelligence community, which is, according to Larry Johnson and Ray McGovern, 5 of the 16 intelligence communities that look at this, that Iran was not developing a nuclear weapon, didn't have one, hadn't been developing one since 2002 when the Ayatollah, whoever it was at the time, prohibited it. And President Trump said, I don't care what she said, I think otherwise. Where did he get the otherwise from?
From Benjamin Netanyahu and Mossad.
Wow.
This is clear. This is not American policy. This is Netanyahu's policy and has been Netanyahu's policy for a long time. It is, as I say all the time, the main job of the President of the United States is to keep the foot on the brake. I mean that for any President of the United States. You lift the foot off the brake in our country, you go to war. Because we have a war machine always revving, and lots of people want to use it. They want to use it in Ukraine, they want to use it in Israel, they want to use it for whatever purpose. They want to make money off of it. Whatever it is, they have grandiose ideas, whatever it is, it's the job of the President of the United States to keep the foot on the brake. Donald Trump took his foot off the brake because Bibi Netanyahu told him to.
Wow.
Like, I used a word tonight that gives me chills that after I use it, I don't say the word hero. I hate it. I absolutely loathe it. And I always say all my heroes are dead because they can't piss me off. I already know everything they've said. If I had to pick a hero, Mr. Sachs, because he is a fucking international treasure. And I worry about him genuinely. That man is so fucking knowledgeable and has such a clean, clear, and concise way to explain things and explain them from his own personal history, his own personal experiences working with these fucking sociopaths. Like, he's just fucking awesome. Like, he's fucking awesome.
See, I'm jealous over here because, like, you know, my heroes all turned out to be scumbags. Like, the number one that came to my mind was like Noam Chomsky. It's just like, son of a bitch, why did you have to become a Jeffrey creep? Like, island goer.
Don't forget, he told everyone to vote for Biden too.
Yeah,
so
he did. Well, he'd already fucked it up there, but that was nothing compared to finding out he was on the list. That was the nail for me. I'm just like, wow.
it wasn't even just that he was on the list, but that when he was asked about it, he's like, mind your own fucking business, you know, like,
Yeah.
really, dude? Really?
It's like, wow, man, somebody's not happy that this is out, eh? Well, maybe you shouldn't have done it, you fuck. Anyway, let's jump on to, we got one more with Mr. Sachs here. Saxy boy, I like to call him Saxy boy.
Mr. Saxy.
Mr. Saxy.
We are run by the military-industrial complex. Trump is a sideshow. What Trump has done in recent weeks with Ukraine, with the Middle East, with China, with Epstein tapes, with all of it, is just fall into line as presidents are supposed to do. MAGA turns out it's a campaign slogan, of course. It's nothing new. It's a continuation of the deep state. And the deep state has led us to one war after another. Yes, military stocks are soaring. The Israeli stock exchange is soaring. Can you believe it? Israel's at war. It's disrupted. But the war profiteers are making a fortune. And this is what runs the American show now. Not Trump, not Congress, which is irrelevant, and not even a sideshow. And the Supreme Court, by the way, has basically said to Trump, yeah, you do whatever you want. We're not going to stop you. So we have the ability, completely out of control, of the military-industrial complex to run our nation. And it is. And that means war nonstop.
Eternal. Yep.
You know, I had John Kiriakou on once, and I want to reach out to him as well. He's one of my favorite guests. You know, he knows a lot of this shit firsthand as well. And I'm going to ask him to come back on because that was prior to all this shit. Yeah. And I'm very interested to see what his perspectives are now as well.
So I had a question because maybe I'm just out of the realm of this one. I thought Judge Napolitano, I thought he was a right winger. Has he is he just done with Trump? I thought that he was like a MAGA guy years back.
Who?
I'm kind of the dude hosting it, not the.
I have no idea. I just saw this clip. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I think more and more. I personally, post Jeffrey, I would not want to tie my name to that sinking ship of pedophiles. Can we say that? Is that close?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Cool.
But here's the thing: is I don't even think it's post Jeffrey. I think it's post America First realization. It's Israel first. Yeah. You know, once they started seeing, holy shit, we're still getting nothing. We're still broke. We still have no health care. We're still making, piss, wages. Like, they're seeing like literally nothing changed. And like this America First, like, before this Jeffrey thing even really really blew up recently, you're seeing a whole hell of a lot of MAGA saying he lied to us. He said, America first, and it has not been America first. It's been Israel first. And it rightfully has pissed them off. So I think they were already, leaving in numbers. And the Jeffrey thing, they're just like,
something occurred to me. I'm starting to, I want to research this because I'm curious, like how far back the evangelical Christianity and Zionism thing go back. But to me, it really feels like a constructed political project. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. It's like to if you were to actually follow what these people believe, it's that like, hey, one day the Jews are going to have Israel. They're going to destroy the temple on the mount. They're going to build their temple on top of it. Then apocalypse kicks off and fire rains from the sky. Yay! That's literally what if you believe in that, that's what they believe. Mm-hmm. And to me, I'm like, how that got tied into we must protect Israel at all costs. To me, it all just feels manufactured. I don't believe that
they literally
naturally go there.
Like, Christianity is about Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't believe in Jesus. Why are you obsessed with them? I don't get it.
I don't either. And we've all seen the videos and the clips of like, they'll put on a nun outfit or they'll put on a priest outfit. in like Tel Aviv, and people will spit on you within 30 seconds of stepping out into public. It's like, clearly they don't like you. So why do you like them?
Literally made it illegal to proselytize in public.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cannot even talk about the Bible, Christianity, Catholicism, anything like that. You cannot even wear a cross. Yet these people are like, praise Israel at all costs. Why?
Because again, I think people were duped. This really does feel like a long-term political project of Israel and America to unite these two forces, where I don't think that there really was that deep of a tie before. I really don't. Maybe a handful of like the absolute nuttiest people that are like, oh yeah, bring on the apocalypse, maybe.
Yeah.
But guess what? Those weren't the Republican Party. Now the Republican Party is completely lockstep. And let's be honest, most of the Democratic Party as well. Even though they're not like, it's just insane. Just insane. Well, speaking of the insanity of Israel, let's go to one last article we have here. Israel Hayom showcases Israel's voice on the world stage. Against the backdrop of the war and shifts in the White House, top policymakers and influencers from Israel and the United States will gather in Manhattan at the Israel Hayom Summit. Among the speakers are Mike Waltz, Hillary Clinton, Senator John Fetterman, God, just like the worst of the worst, leading business executives, heads of major Jewish organizations, and survivors of Hamas captivity. Yeah, I was looking at the list of the people, and it's basically like if you were playing like a Mortal Kombat game where you have all the worst people fighting each other, and it was like your choose your fighter screen. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's pretty amazing that Hizzlebub is there. I mean, and you know what? It's just, I keep feeling like I couldn't be more thankful I didn't vote for that bitch. But like, I always seem to feel a little more happy I didn't.
See, I don't know. I look at her now, and now she looks kind of sad. She's wearing like a top that looks like it's made out of carpet samples. I feel bad for her now. It's like looking at just because she looks like shit. Who you don't feel compassion for people when they're just at their lowest.
She had that brown potato sack shit that was from Saks Fifth Avenue, no pun intended, and it was $15,000. You don't remember that fucking article?
Sorry, you got me with
crazy.
Saks. That was pretty good.
She was literally I just made that up. Thank you very much. She was literally talking about like living wage and stuff while wearing that $15,000 butt ass ugly jacket. No, she looks a damn mess, and she always has. I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for us because she cheated us, and we were, fucking exposed to her and her fucking filth for the past like 9 years.
You know who I really feel bad for? I feel bad for all of the James Bond villains that she stole the looks from,
True.
It's
That's valid.
Oh yeah, Street Cat
I feel
Munchies
bad for
jumped in, too.
the lizard inside of her that keeps trying to come out, but that zipper is jammed and she won't fucking let it out. One of these days, man, one of these fucking days.
Did you ever see that show V back in the day with the lizard people from space? Did you ever see that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it was great because they'd like pull their face off and they got a horrible lizard face underneath. I always think of that when I see Hillary. It's true. It's true. All right. Oh, and Street Cat Munchies jumped in with us. Was like, hate her with the force of 1,000 suns.
I feel you. Sometimes I wonder if I hate her more or Liz Warren. Probably her, but I just hate Liz Warren so much too.
So was Liz Warren a useful idiot, or was she a part of the thing and knew that she was like like playing the spoiler.
You know, she knew. I mean, and then she came out and said it was rigged, and then she walked it back. But it's not just that; it's her blatantly racist bullshit of saying she's Native American. That was so beyond offensive and disgusting.
Yeah.
And plus, she always sounds like she's crying, and she's just fucking annoying. She's just annoying. Like, Mima told me I have high cheekbones, so I must be Native American. Seriously, shut the fuck up. She came in 4th in her own state. Yeah, I could go on.
Yeah.
Snake. But yeah, she just.
That's pretty magical when you get 4th place in your home state. Man,
I mean, it's magical, all right.
I mean, it's better than Kamala did. She didn't even get to her state before she bailed out.
That's fair.
You know, isn't that great that she's already managed to run for president multiple times, even though she's never gotten a single delegate. Never gotten a single delegate.
Never had a single fucking vote in the primary either time.
Yeah. So she says she's going to maybe do it again. God, I hope she doesn't. I hope, you know what? No. I changed my mind. I hope she fucking does run, and I hope she gets put in her fucking place by the voters who are like, no, because that would be much more enjoyable.
That leak came out that she's running with AOC, and it's like, y'all are so 2016, okay? Because nobody fucking likes AOC anymore. Literally, you're like, now she's all establishment and shit, and you're like, we're gonna run, the kids love AOC, socialism and shit, you know, we're gonna run them together, and it's gonna be like this huge fucking powerhouse, and yay, wear your pussy hats and all this shit. Fuck you. Hell no.
Counterpoint to that, though, even though AOC is losing the left, she still has the highest approval rating in Congress for a Democrat, I believe. So
I don't give a flaming.
Just saying, even though she still sucks, it is undeniable. She's still got.
You have a D next
charisma.
to your name. You can take a spoon and eat my ass.
I'm just saying. You're so funny.
I was talking about Bernie memes, and that was an old gem.
That's a gem right there.
That was a gem.
Well, you've completely severed my train of thought. So
I just say stuff, and this is why I don't watch my shows back, because for 8.5 years I've said shit like this live on the air, and I don't want to have to sit through it again and be mortified. So you guys are just lucky. Lucky you. You get to see it as it happens. And I don't believe in editing or cutting or anything. Like, no, live means live. This is what you get. Now people are going to dig through my shows from like 8 years ago when I'm like, you know, what a fucking douche canoe, and like, you know, fucking twat waffle, and like stuff. All right. Savage Joy, she talks about Palestine, and then 5 minutes later she talks about taking a spoon and eating her ass. Yeah, that's a commercial.
And just remember, folks, if you're hate watching us, you can always use ChatGPT to find all the most hate-worthy moments, and you can just watch those moments, you see. You don't have to watch the whole show. You can just hate watch us in little segments. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to get hate watchers out.
Oh my God. Please read some of the comments, because I really wish I could see them.
All right. Speaking of Hillary, queen of the damned tier list. Yes. And Street Cat Munchies said that. Wendy Gofton says Hillary was on Epstein's plane, I think 3 times. Yeah. Man, they invited frickin' Ghislaine Maxwell to their daughter's wedding, and she got like a prime seat on the aisle. Yep. Like,
and it was 3 years after Jeffrey was in prison, after admitting underage trafficking. But I mean, I think the biggest thing is Bill had Jeffrey to the White House 16 times.
Yeah. 17, actually. 17, I believe.
Well, I said 17, and then I looked it up, and it is 16.
Oh, is it 16? Oh, okay. Maybe I misheard it from you. Thanks for the bad info.
I think one time is fucked up enough, sir.
Yes, yes.
And there is that photo of them like facing each other from the actual White House. So if anyone tries to deny it, well, there is at least one photo of them in that together. And it comes from 16 because of the guest book, the White House guest book.
Yeah.
Like when you sign in and out.
Yep. Another fun rabbit hole. We can't go down it now, but I'll just mention it. Y'all should look up if you think that this is new, what's happening with Jeffrey. It goes way back. Like look into the Boys Town situation. Literally during Reagan, they had these 18-year-old like male prostitutes off the streets signing in. And I think even one of them had was given a Secret Service pin, meaning they get full clearance. Like, why is an 18-year-old gay prostitute, basically a child, getting access at night to the White House with like Secret Service approval? Some craziness. So, like I'm saying, this isn't just
when Bill was
Trump.
president,
It isn't just
you
Clinton.
mean?
It goes all the way back. What?
When Bill was president?
No, this was I think under Reagan. This was under Reagan during the Boys Town thing. So that's what I'm saying. It goes.
I do know the Boys Town scandal. I just didn't realize that part of it.
Yeah, well, it's pretty wild. There's a lot of threads if you pull it. So it's something to dig into. Well, I think we're to the point where we're to our funny zone. Are you down for some funnies?
Let's go for some funnies.
All right, I threw it to you there. If you'll toss it up for us, please. First up, we got is this Mark? Oh man, this dude's nutty. Do it.
Fuck Netanyahu! Fuck the IDF! Free! Palestine! Free! Palestine! Fuck Netanyahu!
Okay, so before you say anything, okay, let's not talk. I want to play the next clip and then we'll talk. So this guy, he says this, to me, he looks metal. To me, he's like, he looks and sounds metal. So I'm like, who's this guy? I'm going to look him up. This is what came up when I looked him up.
Oh, you hadn't heard of him before? Okay.
I did. I didn't know that was his name.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't know that was him. Like I said, I thought this was metal. Like, he looked metal.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Okay, we better stop it before I get dinged. But yeah, like I was like, who's that? He's really fucking hot. And then I looked it up. I literally expected him to be like the singer of a fucking metal band. And then it was this guy who I've shared that video like 10 million times. And I'm like, really? That voice came out of that? Really?
Well, for the record, he might not be in the genre of metal, but he is still metal as fuck. I'm just gonna say
that's pretty fucking metal. Yeah, I mean, it's good to know he's he's on the right side of history.
Indeedy do, indeed. All right. Oh, this is just a fun little giggle here. This is in reference to Trump and Bubba. We got I drained the swamp on Trump's shirt and swamp on Bill's shirt. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Okay, entertain for one moment. I have a surprise guest I'm gonna go grab. Entertain.
Oh, I'm gonna keep entertaining y'all. Let's see here. La la la, drain the swamp. I got nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Hey everybody, this is a great time to remind you, if you are wanting to help out, good folks during this Giving Tuesday, me and my partner, we run a free lunch program in Southern Oregon. We did the math on it. We're feeding around 13,000 meals, hot meals every year. We're serving out there about 3 to 4 days a week. Sometimes upwards of 200 at most people, and it's been a miracle that we've been keeping it going. If anybody wants to help on Giving Tuesday, we would appreciate it. Like it's not cheap to feed that many people. It really isn't, but we're doing it because damn it, until the government and the system make sure people are fed when they're hungry, then the community's going to do it, and that's how we're coming together. So if you'd go to hawthorneparkpotluck.org, that is us, and that's Hawthorne with an E. Let me see if I can share this. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
All right.
So that's it right there. HawthorneParkPotluck.org. And I hope you guys get a chance and come out and show some support so we can get all these folks fed. Much love on that. All right. What do you got for us, Joy?
Well, this is kind of partly for you. I know you love anti-fascist frog.
Well,
Look at your little hand.
okay, now you just got to get him the little blue bandana and you are set. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you're so cute.
Oh my God.
You're
Hold
so
on, hold on,
cute.
hold on, hold on. Let me see. Let's see if he recognizes a fellow frog.
Well, he is deaf 100% and mostly blind like his mama. So not sure about that, but look how fucking cute he is.
Hey, Mr. Furley, you want to go get drinks and cigars later?
Yeah.
Yay!
Is that your froggy? Is that your froggy? He literally could not care less.
Oh, that's too bad, Furley. It's too bad. You're missing the fun.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll give
all
you
right.
a treat when I'm off the air. I thought you'd like that.
Seriously, get him the blue bandana and make him wear that every day.
No, he has other ones he's gonna wear. He has all
Ooh.
different kinds of hats and wigs.
Oh, your dog is very stylish. Have you gotten your dog like a tiny pink cowboy hat yet?
Oh my God. We have decided he's gay.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. He does have a rainbow shirt. It has a rainbow heart and it says love is love. And after he bought that, we decided he is definitely part of the community. So that's good. He is very loved regardless. Do you want to read a few comments before we head out?
Yeah. Let's see here. Calling Larry says, hi, Joy. And then also says, I've jammed Mark before. He makes the good tunes. It's true. And that's pretty much most of it. Then some love. Oh, Miguel yelled, fuck it. We're doing it live.
Exactly, yeah. Miguel.
Yeah.
So a reminder that if you are friends with me on Facebook or on X, I'll never stop calling it Twitter, you can click my post that says Giving Tuesday special, and it is, my book is $20 with free shipping, and I will sign it and inscribe it to whoever or however you would like. I do also give a percentage to every single book to Heal Palestine. So they get donations with each one. So yes, please get my book. And if you cannot find the link to buy online, You can also go to Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. But telling a story about a wrongful conviction makes a very good Christmas present. Just saying.
Hell yeah. Give the gift of knowledge, y'all. Gift of knowledge.
Yep.
Well, Joy, it has been another insane week of weird, wacky news. I really appreciate you for helping me wade through the toxic waste of it all and having a few giggles with me. It was very appreciated.
Well, who's our well, Mr. Furley is obviously the king of the week. Obviously.
Well, he's obviously the king of joy, you know. So did we officially give the anti Grand Marshal of the Capitalist Death Parade title? Do we have one?
We'll give him that.
Okay, so he's
like
anti.
I said, he's deaf, so he's just giving me a sideways head, but I'll give him a thumbs up. Thumbs up, buddy. Thumbs up.
Yeah. That means good boy.
Yep, it does. And this means Mr. Furley. The okay, you wave it.
Oh.
So
nice.
This is not white power. This is actually how you say my dog's name.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Just so you know, if you see me going like that, it means Mr. Furley.
Well, I would say, let's see, who do we want to call the Grand Marshal this week? The worst person in the world.
Well, what's his name on the meme on the promo for this week?
Oh, Pete. Yeah, good old Mr. Hegseth. You know, here's the thing. I think I would have let him slide this week had he not then immediately tried to throw the general that he ordered the bullshit order under the bus for him. It's like, okay, so now you're just a piece of shit. It's like, it'd be one thing if you were like, oh, I stand by my orders. But instead he's like, oh, I wasn't even there, y'all. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, fuck that. What a piece of shit, dude.
Proud of your war crimes, you piece of shit.
Well, he was online. That's what I'm saying. He was proud of them war crimes when he was on Twitter. But then when he's before cameras, he's like, I don't know why. Fuck that guy. So I think Pete officially for me is the Grand Marshal this week.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
All right. Well, there it is, folks. This week, the Grand Marshal of the Capitalist Death Parade is Pete motherfucking Hegseth. By the way, did you watch the new South Park?
No.
Oh my God. So they did this great bit with Pete Hegseth where they used the what's that one song from Top Gun, the Danger Zone song, but they changed the words and it was like, Pete Hegseth's a fucking douche, while he's just like going around and violating everyone's rights.
Oh my God. I can watch that in a minute. I'll have to check it out.
It's been a while.
Thank you so much for watching. Smash like and subscribe. I have some cool stuff coming up. I'm also going to start putting videos on Rumble, just like little, not shows like this, but just kind of like rants and such. I just created it. So give me a follow over on Rumble and I'll be doing some little vignettes there. But otherwise, yes, click like and follow and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and much love. Free Palestine, free Temujin, free Sudan, free Haiti, free Congo, and free everyone except evil billionaires and politicians.
Yes. And
much
B
love, everyone.
sucks. And anyways, we'll see you guys next week here at the Capitalist Death Parade. Wow.